We'll take an inhale to go up, and we'll start our yoga practice with an inhale of appreciation, and an exhale to come down. Now your hands are going to be on the floor. You're welcome to put your feet back and do a chaturanga to up dog. And then if you need to, you can just meet me in a down dog. Breathe in, lift your hips, and then add a push-up. Down dog. Now you can walk the dog, bend one knee, and bend the other. Bend one knee, and bend the other. And bend one knee, and bend the other. And then lift both heels and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. Press the heels down to the floor for 5, 4, beautiful. Stretch out those legs, 3, 2, and then come up to your hands. You can step, walk, or jump, halfway up position. Go all the way up, and then take a back bend. Hello, everyone. Inhale, and then exhale, go down to forward fold. Your hands are on the floor, your feet go back. You can either meet me in down dog as a modification, or bend the elbows and take an inhale, up dog. Lift your hips and add a push-up down dog. And hold again, 5. Your heels press down, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to your hands again, halfway position, and then go all the way up. Breathe in, there's a little back bend here. One more of those vinyasas, hands down, feet back, elbows bend, up dog. Look over your right shoulder. Good. Inhale, and then look over your left shoulder. Inhale forward. You can lift the hips out of push-up, down dog. Hold, press the heels towards the floor. If you're feeling flexible and your heels are already down, you can try to lift the toes off the mat, like you're sliding a piece of paper under the toes, and that'll increase the stretch more on the calves. And then you're going to come up to your hands, halfway up, and then go all the way up. Now go into a bit of a back bend. Hello, good morning. Go over to a side half moon. Hold or pull your own arm. 5. Oh, gorgeous. 4, that's a girl. Yep, you can go for it. We can cross that foot. We can make it our own. Half moon, your way. 5. Fill up that rib cage with an inhale through your nose. Add any variations you need. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Come up, grab your other wrist or your hand and go over. You're giving yourself an assisted half moon. Breathe. You could add on a foot cross and a hand down. Any variation you need. Five, 4, 3, 2, and you're doing so good. Come on up, uncross the feet, and then Utkatasana. Now your hands could be at the heart. Your heels are heavy. Both legs feel even, and it's more glute dominant than knee dominant. So feel that. The knees are in line with your second toe. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And then exhale to come up. Bring the arms up. Inhale. And then we're going to go into Utkatasana again. Your hands are at the heart. Heels heavy, toes light. Add a rotation. You might even hook your elbow to the outside of that knee, that thigh. Inhale forward. Now you're facing front, and then we're going to hook that elbow to the other side, or the best you can do, it's a rotation. face it forward. Now get ready, stand, and you may have a little blood pressure to adjust. Grab a sit, meet me back here. There it is, and then we'll go back into standing. You're at the front of your mat or so you have enough room behind you. Go into an inhale. Now on your exhale, pass through Utkatasana. Let your hands down, let your feet back, and then you can bend your elbows and go into inhale, up dog, and you can go into down dog. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, just for a moment, hands and knees, a little cat-cow. Articulation is our focus of the spine. Go inhale, lift your sternum and your tailbone, and then exhale, give all of your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back some attention. Breathe in. It's okay, you'll feel those scapula, those shoulder blades gliding. So they're not rigidly fixed, they're moving. You know where your body needs attention. You can give it that attention now. If you care to add on, you could lift your toes, curl your toes and lift your knees, and then do a cat-cow here with the knees hovering, the beast. And if you care to add on, you can go to down dog. Lift your heels, articulate your lower back, middle back, upper back, and go into an up dog. And then tuck your chin, upper back, middle back, lower back. So you're choosing up heels, lower back, middle back, upper back. Inhale, tuck. Lift. Tuck. And then one more of whichever you're doing. And then heels press. Walk up to your hands or step or jump. Halfway up. Go all the way up and lift up through your back. So you're doing a little back bend standing. Exhale the hands to your heart. Samasthiti, open up into a bigger stance. Now your wrists are over the ankles roughly, 5-pointed star, picking up the right toes and pointing them towards the wall. So you can double check, is the knee over the ankle. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, so they're down the back but still wide. We'll look over that hand. We'll take an inhale for the front arm to either go to your thigh, or maybe you'll go down to the floor or behind. Good, just find what you need. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now with those strong legs, push your way up. This leg is going to stay at 90. The back hand goes to the back thigh. Keep that knee over the ankle. 10. Good. Make sure you're not thrusting your left hip forward. You want to pull that left glute back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then open up to a vertical spine, warrior 2. You're going to straighten your right knee. You're going to pivot your left toes towards the other wall. This is a pant adjustment one, so you have plenty of room. Palms face up, shoulder blades are down. Let's look over that hand. Now notice how the breath, for me at easier, goes to this upper chest. There's a lift in your spine with this pose. Now this front arm can go to your thigh and the other arm can go over, Parsvottanasana, extended side angle, or if you want, you can even go lower. Pretend your body is against a wall, including your top glute and your top shoulder blade. So you're spiraling back or open. Now that breath is going to that side rib. Good, lengthen your elbow if it will. We're going to take another inhale, and with your strong, powerful legs, feel that strength, go up and back, and hold 10. Still sink into that front thigh muscle. 10, good, that was great. 9. The breath can go into this rib cage now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Feel those little subtle nuances of giving in or the muscles relaxing a bit. You're going to inhale and come back into warrior 2. Straighten that knee. Walk the toes forward. Now the hands are at the heart. You can step, jump, or walk your feet together. And then grab a sip. Good job, guys. Grab a sip. Wonderful. Move that roller. All right, we're going to take at the top of the mat position. We'll inhale and come up. Pass through Utkatasana, palms at the heart. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then let your hands come down. Walk the feet back. Bend the elbows, inhale, up dog. Open the heart. Lift the hips out of push-up, down dog. And we're going to shift into a forearm plank, and we'll hold for a count of 10. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. Hold 10. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest the pelvis and either Sphinx or Bhujangasana, Cobra. So your shoulders are down the back, your upper back is open. 10, 2, 3, beautiful. Breath goes to the upper back too. You can feel that. 5, 6, 7. That a girl. Hygiene. 8. Can see you better. 9. Now lower yourself, and the hands are going to go beside your hips. This is a Shalabhasana. Palms face the floor. Lift up your torso. Lift up your legs. Every inhale lifts you a bit. 2, 3. Ooh, look at that. Good. 5. Everyone looks so good. 6, 7, 8. Lift the arms if they'll go higher. Yeah, they warm up some. That was good. And relax for a moment. If you can add on interlaced fingers, do that. If that forces your shoulder forward, do not do that. Leave the hands by your side. Open the shoulders. Lift up the torso. Lift up your legs, and hold. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Relax for a moment, and if you would like to hold on to an ankle, Dhanurasana, or both, 2. Get ready to bow pose. And go up. 10. We'll do it twice. So if you only have one foot, don't worry, we're going to do it twice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and relax for a moment. We're going to do it again. Inhale, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and relax. And child pose. And if you're like me and you would like to pull your toes under and get a foot stretch, you can do that here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Wide fingers, downward facing dog, heels pressed towards the floor. 5, knees are long, sit bones lift. 4. And walk up to your hands, halfway up. And then we're going to go all the way up. So you have a back bend here that's standing, lift up. And then the hands come to your heart, Samastitihi. Oh, notice how you feel. And let's get a sip. You're doing 8 to 12 ounces if you can. Some people don't tolerate water during movements, or drink, but just listen to your body. If you can, do 8 to 12 ounces. And then we're going to stand in a 5-pointed star. So when you're in 5-pointed star, just notice your arms are roughly wrist over the ankles. We'll pick up the right toes and face them. I like to lift and spread. So you are practicing the flexibility of your foot and your arch. Now you're reaching, reaching, reaching. Pretty soon you can't go anymore, and there's your triangle. Now I want you to find what you need. Is this a good one for you today, arm up, or maybe you need arm over, or maybe arm back? That's another one. The bottom shoulder, you're going to pull it down your back as well. So hold here. And the posture may change as you're here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get ready and inhale. Now when you're ready, it's like someone's got your arm and they're helping you pull up. Feet forward, toes forward. Lift up your other toes. And remember that spread. So when you lift them up, lower them. They're spread out and then they're relaxed. They're not crimping on the floor. So now the arches are active. Reach out over that leg, left hand down. I like to make sure that left knee is not hyperextended. It's got a little soft cushion to it, like a homemade marshmallow. Find the arm that is good for you, arm position. And 1, 2, 3. Your whole body's against an imaginary wall. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, you're reaching, you're reaching, you're reaching. Your inhale is going to reach you up. And then you're going to pivot your toes forward. Now, we're already in 5-pointed star. Come on down. Your fingers or your knuckles can reach the floor. And then just shake out your neck or your shoulders. Just kind of relieve tension. You can bend the knees at the same time a couple times. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. And then stay here and just hold Prasarita Padottanasana 10. Walk over to a right leg and give that leg attention. Excuse me. Then walk over to the other leg, so your left leg. And then you'll come back. Now, walk your hands more forward, so it's like you're doing a hammock pose here. So wide toes, wide legs, hands in front like down dog, and push your hips back. Walk your hands more underneath you. Leave your right hand down or your right knuckles down and open your left arm up. So reach, reach, reach to the sky. Windmill. Really good for preventing rounded upper back. This pose is, this thoracic rotation. Act like I've got your arm in the air and I'm helping you lift. And then try the other one. The hand comes down, then open up. And then let yourself go. And then you can bend one knee by itself and then the other. So it could just be little knee bends, and maybe it could be bigger ones. Listen to your body. Knee bend. Knee bend as you're self-regulating, you're self-selecting your range of motion. Good. You can stay on the side for 5, wherever that is. Good. And then go to the other side for about 5. And then you're going to come back, and your hands can go to the hips. And then as you feel like your blood pressure is adjusted, come on up to a little back bend here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back into vertical. Walk or step your hands together. Grab a sip. You're doing great. I hope your hips feel better already. We'll take a vinyasa, and the vinyasa can help warm your body up. So if you need a modification, you can always do cat-cow. Go up, a little back bend. You're going to have a seat. Utkatasana, glutes heavy. Nice. And then inhale. Exhale the hands down. Walk the feet back, and you're in a push-up position. You can go into inhale, up dog, and lift the hips at a down dog. Hold for 5. And then we're going to shift our weight. You're going to do a side plank, either on your forearm or on your hand. And just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. And then we're going to do the other side plank for 5. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come back to front plank and on your hands, down dog. Heels press, walk up to your hands, halfway position, and then go all the way up. Inhale, hands to your heart. Right foot forward, left foot back, Parsvottanasana pose. Now your knees are long and your hips are square. You can take the fingers in an interlaced fashion behind you and lift. Inhale, and exhale forward. Feet are on railroad tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now push your feet into the floor and lift up your arms if you'd like. You can even lift up your heels. Breathe in. Lower your heels. Hands to your heart. Come up to your other foot. Samasthiti. Now the other side. Right foot back, left foot forward. Your hips are square. You can interlace your fingers in the back or even hold your elbows. Just a shoulder opener. Exhale, forward fold. Your gaze will probably be at your front toes. Steer the left hip back and the right hip forward. We're going to take another inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to push your foot into the floor and lift your heart. Now, if you'd like to lift your arms, oops, and then lift your heels. And there's this big balance. You've got it. And lower your heels. Good job, guys. Bring your hands together, feet together, Samasthiti. Grab a sip. Good job, everybody. Good job. You're doing so good. A vinyasa. And this is the intention, keep the body warm. So get an inhale to go up into a back bend. Have a Utkatasana here. This is a good strengthener for the thighs. Go as low as you can. And then let your hands go to the floor. Let your feet go back. And then you'll bend the elbows and come into up dog. Inhale, open your heart. Now lift the hips out of push-up, down dog. And hold that down dog. Now, if you'd like to add on in down dog, pick up your left foot and push your right heel down. And then put your left foot down and pick up your right foot and push that heel down. Both heels down. And then you're going to come up to your hands. Halfway position. Go into a back bend here. Lift up, arms open. And exhale your hands together. Now lift and spread your toes 3 to 5 times. See if you can see the space between the toes, the color of your mat. And then you're going to leave your left foot down and your right foot can come up. One possibility for tree is the calf. Another one might be your inner thigh. Go up. You can do a cow face here. You can find all sorts of ways. Add that full breath. And then you can let your hands go to the heart, lower your foot, and we're going to do the other side. Lift and spread your toes. Take this one up. Again, you could have all sorts of fun. You can release. Good job. I like it how you're finding your way. Hands together. Lower that foot. Wonderful job. Now we're going to take the eagle pose. So Garudasana. I'll show you layers so you can self-select. One possibility is just to be just like this. Let me show you a second leg position. Right leg crosses once or twice. And then a possibility could be that your right arm's under and your forearms crossed. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and gently come out. You're going to let your blood pressure adjust here. The 7 joints have released. Now, Garudasana. Have a seat. So the first layer is Utkatasana. The possibility is the left thigh wraps once or twice, and then notice how I try to steer my hips back to the front and left arm underneath, and then the palms touch. Now you can lift your elbows up to shoulder, but not the neck muscles involved. So 10, we're going to take an inhale, and then we're going to exhale and come out. Your hands come to the heart. Take a moment. Grab a sip. Really good. Those were a couple of balance poses. And I like that you're able to do the different ways and modify as needed. Now, this is a warrior one. Virabhadrasana is right foot forward, left foot back, but it's turned out about 45 degrees. I've got that front thigh at 90. Lift up the arms. Now you could do an arm up, you could do a field goal post. Find out what you need today. Your hips are in line with a railroad track, like feet in line with your hips, not a tightrope. Lift that heart. You've got a little ab tone in the ribs and the pubic bone pulling up, so you're not just slamming your femur in your hip socket. 10. Notice how the breath feels. Uplifting, confident, positive, going towards the light. Now get ready and place the hands at the heart and hinge. Notice how you have a stronger front thigh pose. You're in one long line. Keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to land softly, left foot next to the right and all the way up. Take a moment to let that blood pressure settle. Now the other leg, about 4.5 feet back, front knee 90. Little bit of an ab tone here to keep your low back from getting super extended. There's a gentle extension throughout your spine. Open up that warrior. Virabhadrasana 1. Good. Notice how it feels good. You might be able to lean your upper back further back, Polly, just a tiny bit. Yeah. Yep. Really good. If that feels great, you look great. Good. Beautiful, guys. Back leg is long. Feel that breath. Lift your heart, lift your chest, feel it. Bring those hands to your heart and then hinge. Now you're in one long line from crown to heel. 5, feel that strong leg. 4, 3, 2, and you're going to step and land softly, Samasthiti. Really good. Take a sip. You're doing so good. Notice your breath will feel different in different poses. So that's a really neat part of yoga. We focus on different parts of the body. Lift and spread your toes. Now arms up. This is Utkatasana at first. We are going to layer it. So find your comfortable Utkatasana. If you would like to add on, lift up your left ankle and put it on your right thigh. And then hold your single leg Utkatasana. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to stand up, Samasthiti. Take a breath. Let everything settle. It's a way to get in homeostasis. Arms up. Utkatasana, palms down. Now this is an evenly 50-50 squat at first. If you'd like to add on, lift up your right ankle, place it on your thigh. Your neck should feel good. So for me, I have to look down a little bit. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now inhale, and then exhale to come back up. And feet are down. Really good job. We're going to take warrior 3. So the first position is palms down. Lift and spread your toes. Leave the right foot on the floor. As you lift your left leg behind you, your torso will be in a line. So it may just be that you do a diagonal lift, but if you can keep going, you could go towards parallel to the floor. Now a harder variation is arms frame your ear. So find, self-select what you need. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then on the 10, come back to Samasthiti. All that breath is normal. Start low and add on. Leg back, torso forward. Maybe arms over the ears. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and slowly come back. Hands at the heart. Take a breath, come back. We're going to do a quad stretch next. Good job. With your lifting and spreading of the toes a few times, you have a really wide base for your left foot. And then as you're ready, your right arm can come up and back. And you can find your foot or your ankle or your clothing there. Yeah, that's it. At first you're tall. We'll pull the ribs down and pull the pubic bone up. Heel towards the booty. You're welcome to stay here or you're welcome to add on. We'll take an inhale. And we're going to slowly come back. Hands at the heart. Take the other side. Reach your left arm up and behind. Your hand can go to whatever it can reach. Your ankle, your foot, your pant leg. Good. Or you can use a prop. Heel to booty, thighs parallel. And you're tall. Get a little ab tone here and a little ab tone pulling your pubic bone up. You're doing so good, guys. This is a calm determination energy. You're not clenching at the jaw. Everyone looks so good. If you'd care to add on, you're going to push your foot into your hand. The thigh will come up behind you. Reach. We'll take that inhale. And slowly come back, maybe slower than I. And then bring your hands together. Good job. Grab your sip. Wonderful. We're going to take an Ardha Chandrasana pose, but it's a different one. There's a lot of crescent moons in yoga. So we'll lift and spread our toes and make sure you have enough room behind your mat. Leave your right foot down and send your left foot back pretty far, 5 feet deep. The heels off the ground, the knees long. This front thigh is strong. A lot of you like this field goal pose because you're focused on getting your shoulders open and your chest. A gentle retraction in the scapula. You could also take arms up. I just want you to find what you need for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now get ready. We're going to go into Warrior 3. If you can, hinge forward, take off, take flight. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Samastitihi. So we put a couple of poses together. Take a breath. Now the other one, lift and spread your toes. Send your right foot back. It's pretty far, 5 feet. It's still railroad tracks. Back heels off the ground, front thigh 90. You're energizing that leg. Find the arms that serve you. I do have a little ab pulling up my pubic bone, abs pulling the ribs down a little bit. And hold 10. 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to take flight. So take an inhale. Hinge forward, get ready, take flight, Warrior 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then slowly come back, Samastitihi. Good job, grab a sit. We're going to do a little malasana here. And on Malasana, and if you need to modification, do Happy Baby. But on Malasana, feet are a little wider. Go up with the arms, palms come together, and then go right down the middle. If that doesn't serve you, Happy Baby on your back, supine is just fine. I do like to include these Malasanas every week. They're so good for us. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you're having a seat, so if you're comfortable to just sit back, go for it. Take 2 peace fingers and hold on to your big toes, and then lift up your feet. Now you're in a balance pose. You can lengthen out, right, if you can, if you'd like to, if you'd add on a layer, 10. Legs together. I'm going to turn just so you can see me, but this is Ubaya, the hamstrings. 1. Navasana, let go, hands beside, 10. Inhale, and then exhale, let the feet down. Now we're going to, if you would like a Dana band for your hamstring stretch, when we go down, grab it, and or a block, it's up to you. You don't need the props, but I do want to offer them. That way you can have them without getting back up. So breathe in. Now flex down. At first, take your right ankle to left thigh, reach your hands through the window. And I like a rock here, and I like ankle movements. Just have fun. We're going to take another inhale. And we'll go to the other side, ankle to thigh, reach your hands through. And then if you care to add a Dynaband to your hamstring stretch, you can do that. If you care to add a yoga block underneath your sacrum or a foam roller, you can do that. One leg up and one leg down. And I'm just going to have a soft foot and not pull the toes back today. Just try that. Also relax your hip that's going towards the floor. You could cross the midline if you'd like. And then the leg out to the side. Notice how it changes the hip flexor on the low leg when your leg's out to the side. So I'm keeping it today with a soft foot in top. So just notice how that feels a little bit more belly hamstring, but nothing painful. Nothing should feel sharp. Exhales always just help release tension. You're going to switch it up when you're ready. I'm going to also keep that left foot soft. I'm not going to force the toes back today. Just see how that feels. Right leg pours down, and there's a decompression in the spine if you're up on a prop. So you might feel, oh, there's more space now between the vertebrae. You might see if you have any tension anywhere in your body, your abs, your jaw, and then relax that. So you are stretching the legs, but you're also releasing tension throughout the body, and that influences the nervous system. Leg across the body feels a little different on that leg. And then leg is going to go out. Now notice that'll hit the hip flexor on the other leg differently. Isn't that nice? You're getting a few different ways to stretch. Now, we're going to be releasing the foot down, but you all have a prop in my eyes. I see you all have a prop. So just let your prop be your psoas release, your hip flexor. And so you may have to move it down or change it, but you've got a way to decompress the lower spine and relax the front hips, which are almost always in flexion. If you're sitting, they're in flexion. So just feel how good that is. If it's too much, bend the knees, but otherwise, let the inhale go in through your nose and expand your belly. The diaphragm is attached on L1-2 and L1-2-3 on the other side. So when you breathe in really low like that, as if a balloon's in your lower abdomen and it's expanding, you're also accessing circulation, creating circulation in the lower back. So this is a deep diaphragmatic breathing helps the low back. Now, very easily, in other words, gently, just slide your feet up just enough so you can move that block. Okay, notice how your back feels. I'm going to totally let the legs go. Isn't that nice? Right knee over, knee down twist. Let your left hand help out. Let your right arm go out like a T. And breathe. Your breath is directing your hormones. So when you have a long, full breath through your nose and out your nose, and you're diaphragmatically breathing, it tells your nervous system, send out some calm hormones, send out some feel-good hormones. So you're creating the physiology you want with your breathing. You're clearing your mind. If you want a mantra or something to think about, you could focus on the breathing or focus on nourishment, rejuvenation, clarity, whatever is resonating with you. That energy behind the word's more important than the word. Now we're going to go to the other side. One leg long, take the knee down, twist. Hand can help. The other arm's out like a T or a Y. And feel the energy of nourishment, letting go, peace. Like you're on the top of a mountain and you've already climbed the trail, that feeling of beautiful view and the feel-good feeling of when you've moved your body healthily, fresh air, sunshine, re-nourishment, rejuvenation. And then when you come back, you can take a bound angle, which is feet together, knees wide, and let the arms come up like a field-goal post or a Y, and try to let gravity take your knees open. Relax your pelvic floor. And when you do these really deep breathing, your pelvic floor is benefited without you having to do any extra contractions. So breathing in deeply through the nose, diaphragmatic breathing, rib cage expansion, and apex of the lungs. And there's a gentle intention of having a long, full inhale, matching a long, full exhale. 6 cycles of inhale and exhale a minute. If you can slow your breath down to that, there's a reduction in pain, increased feeling of calm. Now we're going to gently bring our legs back, and if you have a prop that you would like to use for the legs up on the wall for a moment, you can use that. If you don't, you can do Shavasana or just do legs up in the wall without a prop. It all works. Go back to the inhale through your nose. You've got this rejuvenation or nourishment energy that you're breathing in. And then gently release your prop if you have one. Gently bring yourself back to seated. And we'll come into any kind of kneeling position that's good for you. We'll just float the arms up and add a rotation, just a gentle. We'll float the arms up and add a rotation, just a gentle rotation. Go up and over a little lateral flexion. interlace the fingers and just lift the heart. So you have a little extension, thoracic extension. And then we'll go up with the arms, catch that beautiful sensation of nourishment, and exhale out any tension. Breathe in the energy of rejuvenation, nourishment, the feeling of all is well. And exhale, let go of anything else, past, future. Go into this moment, soak it all in, nourishment, rejuvenation. Catch it with your hands. There's a little space between your palms. Catch it like a little cloud or a little pebble, a little token. Lock it like a necklace that you're wearing at your heart, and breathe in that sense of nourishment. All is well in this moment, rejuvenation. Feel that feeling, and we'll keep that feeling with us as our intention for the rest of the day. And there's an imaginary shield around you, and nothing can penetrate that without your willingness. So I've got this feeling of wellness and heightened sense of rejuvenation for the rest of my day, and it's impenetrable to any other force. With so much appreciation. Thank you so much. Great job. How fun is yoga? Good job, guy. I love it. I love it too. I love our